What's up, YouTube? It's the Action Figure Grader coming back to you with a vintage collection market update. And before I begin, I wanted to give a special shout out to Patreon supporter, channel subscriber, Gary Wallace. Gary, you are way too kind. He gave me at the toy convention after hours when I went over there for the lobby sales 2 Big Bad Toy Store collector grade figures. It looks like it's gonna be in reverse on your screen, but he gave me a collector grade Lobot as well as a collector grade Bib Fortuna. He said he had extras. He knew that I did not have them and that I had canceled my order with Big Bad Toy Store because they were taking so long. So that was really nice of you to give those to me. I really appreciate it. It was great to meet you finally in person, and I want to say thanks. And tomorrow I've got a video coming up with some photos from our kind of hangout after hours at the toy convention, as well as my lobby sale pickups, as well as some pickups I've had over the last few months from Rogue 5 Toys that I just said, hey, wait until you get here and bring them with you. So be on the lookout for that video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please consider subscribing. Let's dig right into some hot vintage collection sales over the last week or so. We're going to start off with Anakin Skywalker. Anakin Skywalker name pill on the Revenge of the Sith card. This is the free Boba Fett offer, the rocket firing mail away Fett. It was punched, but it still sold for $94. Beautiful figure. It looked like to be in pretty impeccable condition. Next up was a Ultimate Galactic Hunt foil card for Obi-Wan Kenobi. We know that Obi-Wan is coming soon. The show looks incredible. I'm very excited about it. It did get a 9+ age rating for it, so I don't expect it to be as gritty, dark, or as violent as The Mandalorian or even the Book of Boba Fett, but the Obi-Wan series got a 9+ rating, so I don't expect there to be much violence. A lot of lightsaber duels, most likely, between Obi-Wan and some of the Inquisitorius, as well as Hayden Christensen's return of Darth Vader, but it's probably going to be pretty light on the gritty stuff, so we'll see. But this one sold for $152 and change. It looked to be in pretty good condition, just a little bit of edge wear up there around the hanger tab, a couple of light creases, but a beautiful example of that foil card back. Next up, we had a VC-17 punched example of General Grievous. This is the standard release, not the foil example. This has the free Boba Fett offer. I really want to get, if I'm capable of it, I would love to get the foil card at some point for General Grievous. There's something about that foil that really pops with General Grievous inside the blister. So that's one that's on my want list for this year. Who knows if it happens or not. This one looked to be pretty nice, probably 85+ condition. That one sold for $91. $91. For a punched example, I think that's a pretty fair price. Here was a graded item. I didn't include a lot of graded items because I know most of you don't like to collect vintage collection graded, but every so often I'll sprinkle in a few. But this one was a U90 grade Revenge of the Jedi Stormtrooper. VC41, 90% by UKG. That sold for $263 US or 210 pounds, plus shipping, 36 bids. That sold on April 30th. Just a gorgeous example of that Revenge of the Jedi. So this one was the one that was packed in with the SDCC Death Star set. I'm assuming that someone sent in that entire sealed set and had all of the individual cards graded. So that's a pretty unique item, if you ask me. Here was an ungraded, but it included the acrylic case. This was the Weequay Skiff Master version. This was unpunched VC48. That sold for £99 and 99 pence, or 125 US. Really nice example. I love that. There's something about that cloak that he's wearing that just really pops for me. I love the way that looks on that card back. So really nice example. Here was an 85 grade Boba Fett prototype. This is VC61, I believe. It's VC61. This one had the clear view grading case. That one sold for $250. So again, another data point that shows that the prototype Fett is creeping up in price. This used to be closer to $200. Now it's selling for $250 plus $15 shipping. So pretty big price there for a really nice prototype Fett. I want to point this one out. This is the VC64 Slave Leia, and this was an absolute steal. Someone got a great deal on this Canadian version of the Princess Leia. It was unpunched and in pretty impeccable condition. Look how beautiful this was. I think this seller didn't realize what he had. It was listed in an auction and it started at $171, but it said make an offer if you want to. Someone made an offer and it sold for $200. 200 US dollars for the Canadian version of the Princess Leia in slave outfit. This one has the multi-language name pill. What a steal of a deal. This is worth at least double that, if not triple that. And it was just a fantastic deal. Congratulations, whoever got that, because it was in pretty amazing condition. And again, I think that the seller just didn't know what he had. Look how clean this was. A clean example, and it sold for 200 US dollars. Wow, what a steal. There are deals to be had out there, folks. You just got to be patient and be quick, I guess. Here was an AFA 85 VC69 Bastilla Sean. It was unpunched, and here's the grading label. It was an archival case, European sticker on the back. Wow, what a deal on that one. That one sold for 170 US dollars or 136 pounds. You can see that it's got that multi-language warning label on the back. So this is what was released over in Europe. It had the sticker covering up the warning sticker on the front, as well as a sticker on the top left. Wow, what a deal. I think that's a really good deal for a graded European Bastilla Sean. Another one that we've talked about in past videos that continues to go up in price. It just goes up and up and up. This is Oddball VC97. This was an unpunched example, and here's the back of the card. Really clean. And the last one we saw that sold, it sold for around $100. This one sold for $117.50. So again, Oddball continues to go up for whatever reason, and it does look really great on the card. I love how his eyes look inside that blister with the visor over top the eyes. He just has a kind of a menacing look to him. Kind of a wide, clunky figure, kind of an outdated mold, but that one is one that really goes up in price. Here is a VC98 Grand Moff Tarkin, and this one sold at the upper end of the range, but it was a very clean example, unpunched, and it sold for $254.95 with free shipping. That's about right. It's probably at the upper end of the range. $225 to $250 is kind of the going rate right now for Grand Moff Tarkin, ungraded but unpunched. Here was a Y-Wing fighter. This is a mint and sealed box example with just very light edge wear around the corners and the top there. Some of the black has come off, as you can see, around the edges. But that still sold for $240, mint and sealed box. So pretty good price there for, I'd say that's an AFA 80 type condition. The Razor Crest. Let's talk really quickly about the Razor Crest, and then I'm going to dig into a few Haslab pack-ins that have sold here recently. The Razor Crest continues to sell around $650 to $725. That's the going rate. This one sold for $650 on one bid plus $75 shipping, so exactly $725. This one was open though, so that's a little bit higher than I would have expected for an open example. But that's a pretty nice price. No, I'm sorry, I take that back. This one was sealed. He was just showing, I guess, a photo of what it looks like, of what the pack-ins look like. Look at all the stuff that comes with the Razor Crest. I know that you guys who have it are just wowed by it, but I can't believe that this thing was actually made. And it's a pretty incredible toy, really. Look at the paint job on that. But this one was a sealed example, according to the title for the ad. But $650 plus $75 shipping, that's kind of the going rate right now, $650 to $725. Now let's talk about some Haslab pack-ins. This is the pack-in for the sail barge VC000. The yak face on the Power of the Force style card back, that sold for $299 on one bid, plus $11.75 shipping. And then the pack-in for the Razor Crest, this one was the Off-Roll Jawa, really clean example. Tough one to find really clean, but that one sold for 99 pounds plus or 125 US dollars plus shipping. So that was a really nice example. Now I'm going to talk about the Rogue One Imperial Assault Tank Driver and Commander. The tank driver seems to be coming back down just a little bit in price. This one sold for $61 on 4 bids, plus $6 shipping. It was a really clean example. We've documented here recently one that sold for $85, so $61 is coming back down a little bit. On the other end of the spectrum is the Imperial Assault Tank Commander. The Tank Commander continues to go up in price. That one sold for $140 plus $6 shipping. Another really clean example, just some very, very light edge wear, probably 85 plus condition, but I love that one because of that name pill. It's got the French language there. Next up, we're going to talk about a few 3-packs, the special action figure sets, and one to look out for, and we've talked about the Afra set. The Afro set at the toy convention that I went to, I wasn't inside. I didn't go to it proper. I just went to the after-hours sales. But I did speak with several convention goers that said that this U.S. version, this one is the European multi-language version, but the U.S. version for the Dr. Aphra 3-pack was consistently for sale at the toy convention for $150. We've documented that it's selling for about $100 here on eBay. So $150 at the convention is another leg up, and some of them did sell apparently. This one though, this is one I'd like to pick up just to match my US version. I've got the US version of this Dr. Aphra 3-pack, but this is the multi-language version that was sold, I guess, either in Canada or over in Europe. Really cool to see all those multi-language there on the front of that. And that one, there's two of them still available. One of them did sell. $92.25 was the sales price plus $10 plus $26 shipping. This was over in the UK, so the price shipping for me would be a lot more expensive. But that's another one to look out for. It's another little minor variation. Same thing for this one. This is the SDCC version of the Luke Skywalker, the different Lukes, and this one, the Jedi Destiny 3-pack. It's got the Luke and Stormtrooper disguise, X-Wing palette, and Jedi Knight. But again, it has the multi-language packaging. That one sold for 70 pounds or 87 US dollars. That's a pretty good deal for the multi-language version. It looked to be in really clean, unpunched condition. And then finally, I wanted to talk about the Hasbro Pulse exclusive 501st Legion ARC Troopers. This one, again, is staying right around the same price point of about $175 on free shipping. That's about where it's going. $150 to $175 is consistently the sales price for that one. Another graded item, this was a UKG 90% VC-143 Han Solo in Stormtrooper disguise. And here it is labeled. I thought that this was a Walmart exclusive, but I might be misremembering. But that one, given that it was over in the UK, this was probably available pretty readily over at Star Action Figures or elsewhere. But that one sold for 212 US dollars or 170 pounds for a UKG 90% gold level Han Solo in Stormtrooper disguise. Casca Reeves is going to be readily available, folks, but again, this is another data point that shows that when you get an early example for sale in hand, people are willing to pay up big money for it. This one sold for 86 pounds or 107 US dollars. This is going to be a $20 figure in like 3 or 4 months is my guess, but that is a really high sales price. I cannot wait to get my hands on this one though. Boss Bounty just did a nice review of this one. It looks absolutely gorgeous on the card. I don't care what he says. I love the card art on this one. It looks incredible. It's kind of like a stylized, cartoonish style look to the card art. It looks fantastic to me. Don't listen to Tim. This is a fantastic card back. Another one that I really want to get, and this is another early example. 21 of them sold. 10 of them are still available. $32.99 for the Death Watch Mandalorian. Look how beautiful that card back is. Absolutely fantastic. I ordered 5 of these from Big Bad Toy Store in collector grade. I hope they turn up okay. I'm going to get them all graded, and I'm going to keep the highest graded one and sell the rest of them on Rogue 5 Toys for very fair prices. I promise you that. But look how beautiful that Death Watch Mandalorian is. He looks absolutely gorgeous on that card back. And then finally, this seller has the entire wave of Fennec Shand, Death Watch Mandalorian, the Ahsoka Tano from the Mandalorian card back, the ESB Yoda, as well as the 501st Legion Clone Trooper. That whole wave, what an epic wave, by the way, just incredible. He's got 10 waves of those available. 5 of them have sold for $107.99 plus another $10 shipping. So if you want those right now, you can get them for $108 plus $10 shipping. Finally, I wanted to show this one. It's not vintage collection, it is retro collection, but this is a miscard. This is a miscard of the Mandalorian, I guess, in his Beskar armor on the Armorer card back. And so it's a factory error miscard. It was listed for 1,000 US dollars. It sold after negotiating. I know the buyer, and this one sold for $525 shipped. So another high price point for these factory error miscards, whether it's vintage collection or retro collection. They continue to command big premiums. Congratulations to the buyer and the seller for a beautiful miscard, a nice combination with the Armorer and the Beskar Mandalorian. So that's all I really had for this video. I hope you enjoyed looking at some of these recent prices for the vintage collection. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back soon.